All right, what's good, guys? So I'm here with my client, Elijah, and we're gonna rip a chest workout today, but I figured that it would be beneficial for a lot of you to see, and hear from him personally, the transformation that he's been able to make over the last couple of years. So, Elijah, why don't you tell them, before we even, reconnected, our friendship and, how I've known you since I was, 9 years old, right? Mm-hmm. When we did reconnect, what exactly was, going on in your life at the time with your physique,
Right.
with your mindset? Kind of give them a little bit of a backstory.
I was going through my first heartbreak at the time, and I was just in my head, basically feeling like I wasn't good enough. It felt like I wanted to be a different person and just upgrade my life after that heartbreak. So my mind was just I gotta fix my appearance. That's where my biggest insecurity was coming from. The way I looked, I was just super skinny. I knew what I wanted to look like. I had that goal. So I hit up Mike because he was posting on socials and I saw him ripping workouts at that age.
Yeah.
And at the time I was 20, 21. I think I was 20 years old. And I figured it was now or never. If I don't start now, it just wouldn't happen. But I was definitely lost, underweight, not working out at all, just at home smoking, just doing bad habits, what do you call it?
You were not living the lifestyle you wanted to be living.
Yeah, no, I was not even close.
Okay.
But as soon as I started hitting the weights and going through workouts with him, I would say within a month or even 2 weeks, there's something inside of you that kind of wakes up, and you could, even though I'm not exactly where I want to be, in a sense, 30 pounds heavier, super muscular, defined and stuff like that. Even though I wasn't there yet, I can notice even a little baby upgrade. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that it was gonna happen. I saw a lot, my body changing slowly. I would tell him I felt heavier. Waking up, I felt heavier. I felt like muscles were growing slowly, but as long as I stayed consistent, I was gonna be able to reach my goal.
Nice. No, yeah, that's valid. I'm curious, what exactly do you think was the reason that you were able to stay consistent when we did start working out, right? Because there was many things that you could have probably reverted back to, but
Yeah.
Once you think having a coach and having someone to hold you accountable, even though we're friends, you still saw me as somebody who was going to help you get in shape, obviously, right? Even I still treated you like a client when we were in the gym. Outside of that, it was a different scenario. But do you think the reason you were able to stay consistent for so long was because we were training together and you had that accountability aspect?
For sure, definitely. Doing it by yourself is, you're holding yourself accountable, and there's days, motivation comes and goes. You can feel motivated one day and the next day not feel that motivation. So as long as you have the drive and showing up for each other and, hitting workouts with somebody obviously is just a little more motivation there, pushing each other. But having each other, holding each other accountable is definitely kind of like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? But I think what made me want to keep being consistent is noticing those baby gains from the beginning, and that feeling of your chest getting bigger, your arms looking different in the mirror. That just drives you to want to show up even more, because it's you could taste the blood. The blood is there. Another month, what can I look like now?
Yeah.
I did this in 1 month. I can't imagine 3 months. We would talk about it 3 months in. Damn, I can't imagine a year. You know what I'm saying? That just starts snowballing, and you just get into it. You feel it. Sundays we weren't going to the gym, and I'd be itching to go on a Sunday. I'm scraping my freaking arms. I want to get there.
Yeah. So you'd say the hardest part is starting. Once you started and started building momentum.
Yeah, because I feel it's easy to start right by yourself and not see those gains, and then you're just mentally tapped out. You're bro, I tried for a month and I didn't see nothing.
So you're saying it's easy to start but not follow through when you're by yourself, but when you're with someone holding you accountable,
for sure,
it's easy to continue.
For sure, 1,000%.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. So the last thing I want to say is, before versus after, if you had to describe the difference to them, so they can kind of paint the picture and see how, if they want to have a similar transformation to you, what does it look like for them? And what did it look like for you specifically, before and after? Okay. How did you feel? What did you look like?
Yeah.
All that.
So before, like I said before, just wasn't confident at all. there was no drive in any of like life around me, like to do videos, because I also do social media, so I didn't really have drive to do any of that. But as soon as I put on like 30 pounds, felt super confident in any room I walked in. I felt respected. I felt like when a person would look at me, they would tell that I put that time and work into the gym versus like being like a skinny kid and you feel like you don't really have that respect in the room because people are just mogging you. That's what people would say nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can see it in the way someone talks to you and they look at you in the eye and they're like, oh, this guy could show up to the gym every day. He puts in the work. So I think like having that presence in the room felt really good. That was like a total change. And then as far as like women, like that also felt good. It felt like girls were more attracted to me. And then overall, just like waking up with energy, not feeling like I want to stay in the bed and just eat or something like that. You feel me? Like,
Yeah. Like not be like lazy and
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
It kind of like, it definitely aligned everything around my life because once I found out how to be consistent in the gym, it helped me build the same patterns with other things in my life.
Yeah, it translates to other aspects of life, right?
For sure.
That's dope. Well, you guys heard it here first from my guy Elijah. So we're about to smash a chest workout. We'll talk a little bit more at the end of the video, but let's get it, bro.
Let's rip it. Out of 10 workout, bro.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Having somebody there just makes the workout 10 times better for sure. I haven't had that in like 3 months, so Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, it was a good ass workout, bro. What do you think, like, when we were training at like the peak of the program, do you think that a lot of that stuff translated into like you being able to do it by yourself?
Yeah, I definitely even had like the confidence to even show like homies, like my other friends who wanted to get into it, or my girlfriend getting into the gym. Like, she was like, you definitely have a lot of knowledge like in the gym space now, which I feel like I got that from like you obviously, but just like putting the work in, like you got to put in the work and then it just comes like a second nature. Even if you know, sometimes your body needs like a week off, like you go straight back into it and it's just muscle memory from there.
Yeah.
But definitely, like, I could go by myself to the gym and get a workout done, you know, within an hour. Same way we push ourselves is just, obviously when you have a spotter, you can push yourself a little more past like the boundaries. But even like the 6-month program we went through, like I was definitely confident to go into the gym by myself and execute.
Yeah. Do you think that you would have been able to get the same results that we got working together if we never worked together?
The time frame would just be different. Like, probably cut it down in half, to be honest. Like, then it would take, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like, I feel like a lot of people hold themselves back in the gym because they're too afraid to like hop into something that they've never done. Like,
Totally.
That happens in all aspects of life. You're not just gonna go into X, Y, and Z and have it right away. Like, you gotta figure out the L. You gotta take L's. Even people go through injuries and then you learn from that. Like, you went through your own shoulder injury and then boom, you just bounce back and you know like kind of how your body responds to it, because everybody's body is different. That's the thing. Like, people will ask like, all right, what do you do for chest, back? It's like, you gotta do what works for your body. Like, everybody could hit these workouts, but sometimes you don't feel it the same way you feel it in a different exercise.
True. Like, that's why personalization, like working with someone, they can actually build something for you.
Exactly.
Like the templates that you see on like TikTok and Instagram, like they only get you so far. Would you agree or no?
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah. I mean, what's some like final words you would have to someone who's like looking to start and they're either not comfortable starting because they don't have the right guidance, or they have the information but they're struggling with implementing it? Like, what advice would you give to them?
I would say show up now, or just you're never going to show up for yourself. You know, you show up and you put in the work and you'll see the results happen right before your eyes. It won't even feel forced. You'll find a love for it. And once you find a love for it and you start to see changes in your body, you know, it just snowballs into like your dream physique. You know, you got to believe that you're going to have that. You got to believe, you got to see yourself in that body, and just know it takes work, just like anything else in life. You got to put in the work to get there. And if you do it now, it'll be better than starting 2 years later, or you'll just never will start. It's all worth it in the end. You got to play the long game. Don't play the short game. You got to do it in for the long run. You know, if I would have never started 3 years ago, then who knows if I would have ever started at all.
Absolutely.
And it's not an overnight thing. I think that's the hardest part for a lot of beginners. They think that it happens overnight, and nothing happens overnight. Like, your dreams will never happen overnight. You look at everybody who's successful or has a great physique, they just didn't wake up with it. Genetics do play a big role, but genetics versus the guy who's showing up every day, you could tell the difference for sure.
Yeah, you'll never be able to like reach your potential and know what your genetics are even capable of if you never get into the gym and try. And it's not just the gym, right? You and I both know it's training is one component, but there's dieting, there's recovery, which is sleep, there's building the right habits, right? Like, you've cut down smoking weed so much, and like I'm super proud of you for that. Now you're doing it only one time a day versus 7, 8, right? Like a lot more than you used to do. So these are things that the gym surprisingly assisted you with that you probably never would have even thought, because of the skills, the mindset, the things that you build inside of the gym is just one component, but it translates into everything else that you do in your life.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best parts about it.
I feel like, you know, people don't realize you're exercising your body, but you're really exercising your brain as well. Like, your brain is getting a workout in with you.
Yeah, it is. So for those of you guys who are looking to increase your testosterone or get in better shape, right? You see it right here from my guy Elijah. Although we didn't work together specifically on testosterone, I'm sure his testosterone is significantly higher than it used to be.
100%.
And regardless, his physique is night and day difference. And you've seen the before and afters, they're on the screen somewhere. The point is, like, He said it, I said it. If you don't start now, you never will. And you can't keep telling yourself that the next day or tomorrow is going to be the day that you decide. Procrastination is going to be the reason that you never see your goals. And if you let that continue throughout the rest of your life, it'll be the reason that you never be the person that you want to be for your kids, right? For your family, right? These are things that you guys think about, but you don't realize how important it is to have the body you want, right? Have the testosterone you want, have the mindset you want, so you can show up in other areas of your life. That's one of the biggest things that he's touched on this whole time he's been speaking to you, is that it's not just the gym, it's how it's affected every other aspect of his life. Yeah. And it's made it so much better. So if you guys want my help, there's a link in the description below. You can go watch some more testimonials, watch some more videos, and you can book a call with me directly, all right? My guy, I appreciate you.
Yep.
See you in the next video.
Peace.